Hello everyone. So my name is Prashil Singh, and I'm over here to share my experience of becoming a company secretary. And I'm going to share my experience and all the hurdles that I faced during the preparation of my examinations. So as we all know that CS course is divided into three stages. That is your foundation, XZ, and professional. Foundation was on my time. Now it's ET. So cutting it short and keeping it brief, I want to say that XZ and foundation was a very comfortable journey for me because I was able to clear those examinations in my first attempt. So XZ in executive, I decided that I'll give one module at a time. So I gave the first module, I was able to clear that, and then I went on to the second module. So again, the results were good. The main challenge and all the hurdles came when I started the preparation of my professional stage, where I had to prepare for nine subjects. So basically, it's three modules, nine subjects is one. Things were not easy, but things became more challenging when I decided that okay, I'll pursue my 21 months of training. Along with that, I'll just start my preparation for the examinations. I'll take up one module at a time, and then I'll manage things. That was the thing that was going in my mind in the starting phase of my preparation. So, 1st April 2022, as far as I'm able to recall, was the day I started my management training in a practicing company secretary firm. And along with that, I decided that okay, I'll just take up module one and I'll start preparing for that. And module one had three subjects: governance, drafting, and taxation. So, as we know, that advanced tax laws in the old syllabus was a humongous syllabus. So, it was my first attempt in December 2022. So, after my internship, I mean, when you are working throughout the day, it's like 10 to 12 hours of your day you're investing for your training. And then when you come back home and you have to open your books and you have to uh, just go through all the provisions concepts, it's not easy because you're mentally so exhausted and physically you are so tired, but still you have to push yourself because it's one of the most uh, critical stages of anybody's life, that you are preparing for any professional exam. So every day is very crucial. So there were few mistakes that I did in my initial few attempts. I took I think those subjects a little bit lightly. I decided that okay, I was doing my training, but I was coming back home, I was not doing my lectures, I was not consistent with my preparations. So my December 2022 attempt was really bad. I wasn't able to score good marks. Uh, I didn't get 40 also in any of the subjects. So after my first attempt, I realized that okay, CS professional stage examinations cannot be taken lightly, and we have to take every subject of that module very seriously, and you have to go in depth, and you have to understand the concepts. Is just not mugging up the stuff. You have to really understand the provisions. You have to practice a lot in case of practical subjects like taxations. So in my second attempt, I did those things. I was practicing drafting. I was doing all the advanced tax law practicals, but still I was lacking because my second attempt also I was not able to clear the exams. But the marks were a little bit of better than the last attempt. After two attempts of failure, it was really irritating. It was frustrating, and along with that, I think I was suffering through a lot of personal problems, family issues with respect to health aspect. So there were a lot of things that were going around. So during those four attempts, I was going through a lot other than the preparation part also. So mentally, I was occupied. Mentally, I was not fully devoted towards my studies because of the things I was going through in my personal life with respect to my father's health issues and other stuffs. So after two attempts, I think I realized that okay, the way I am preparing, it's not sufficient. The way I am preparing, it's not aligned with the expectations of the institute. So what I decided is that okay, let me do some research, let me do some back end work before straight away jumping into the preparation. Because in the second attempt also I was lacking around 20-25 marks from the aggregate, so that was a big number. So first thing what I did is that I calculated the number of hours that is available to me after doing my internship. So it was roughly around 5 to 6 hours. So one thing I realized that okay, I cannot afford to do my preparation in the last stage or in the last hours. So obviously, I have to prepare my start the preparation from day one after the result. So 25th, I think 25th August was the result of my second attempt. So I decided that okay, from 27th to 28th August, I'm going to start my preparation, and going to keep it consistent till the very end. So I did my things, whatever it was required, and this time I decided from my third attempt, I decided that I'm going to give all the nine subjects together, no matter what, because I was seeing things in the question paper that okay, it's linking. At times you get questions from other subject as well in other subject. So it was like if you are preparing for nine subjects, then you are very well in a comfortable situation to tackle any questions that is coming in front of you. So that was the thing, and I think I decided that okay, I'll give the nine subjects, and I started preparing the examinations according to that. I took up the lectures. I did all the lectures, and by the end of I think October end, I finished my lectures, and I started my self revision. So I gave my third attempt. Again, the giving of nine subjects was, I think, a bold decision, but it gave me a reality check after the third attempt. Again, the marks was really bad, and after my third attempt, I decided that okay, either I'm going to stop my internship, or I have to take up some decision, because this much of efforts that I am putting in, and after that I'm not getting the expected result, is something that was really worrying me. That was something which was making me frustrated, and then I decided that okay, I'll need to talk to someone who is experienced, who can guide me well. So rather than randomly doing stuffs, I went up to my trainers. I talked to them, and they asked me that okay, we need to plan out your studies, we need to see where you are lacking exactly. And from there only I have started analyzing things. Okay, when I talked to them, I realized that okay, these are the things that has to be done, and those are the things only which I today also in my Instagram stuff, the videos that I share, the tips and techniques that I share, is these are the things which I have gathered from there. It's from my preparation level. So what my trainers did is that they asked me that okay, ask for your answer copies from the institute. Let us see what you are exactly writing. Let us see how you are approaching the answers. Let us see what are the technical terms that you are using, whether you are up to the expectation of the institute or not. And they also asked me to bring the supplemental answers and all those stuff. So I did that. I applied for my answer sheets, and I brought all the question papers, supplemental answers, and what they did is that they asked me that okay, give two or three your answer sheets, go two or three subjects which you believe is that you have not done up to the mark. So I gave them two or three subjects where I scored very less. So they analyzed my answers, they analyzed the questions, and accordingly they saw the answers, and they gave me a very brutal feedback that okay, these are the areas where you are lacking, these are the things where you have to improve. And there were a lot of negative points, to be really honest. I realized that why I wasn't being able to score good marks. So after that, what I did is that they asked me that okay, now it's your turn, you have to analyze your answer with the supplemental answers. And then I did that, and then I realized that okay, the way I was approaching the answer, the way I was starting the answer, the way I was concluding the answers were not up to the expectations level of ICSI or any professional examinations. Your answer has to be up to that mark. So those were not there. So and one more thing, I realized that okay, why are my answers not up to the mark? Because I was not doing any answer writing practice, I was not giving any mock test series, or I was not analyzing the past year papers. So those were the areas where I was lacking. So those were the things I started doing for my fourth attempt. I analyzed all the past year papers. Because of my preparation in the last three attempts, I was having that liberty where I could afford a few hours behind my answer writing pattern, or my analyzing the PYQs. So I did that, and so I think in my fourth attempt, after doing all those things which I was not doing, I gave my fourth attempt. I was not able I didn't clear the fourth attempt, but one thing which I realized in my fourth attempt is that I was very close. I was very close to the aggregate. I was into, I think, 140s, 145, 146 was my score, where 150 was the aggregate. So one thing I realized that okay, now I am on the improvement stage, and even though I was on the negative side of the result, yet I was confident because the marks which I was seeing, that in every subject I was able to score the 40 plus thing, and in aggregate I was not that much behind, which means that the concept was clear, which means the answer writing pattern improved. So a little bit of brushing was more required. So I think February 2025 the result came, and from February 27th I started preparing for my last attempt, that was June 2026, June 2025, sorry. And June 2025 was the last attempt for the old syllabus people. A lot of was on stake for me because all my friends, they were in a situation where they have cleared one or two groups. Some might have got exemptions, and I had nothing. I had only 9 subjects to appear for straight, and no exemptions and no group clear. 9 out of 9 subjects were pending. Old syllabus last attempt. After that, you have to be mandatorily be switched to the new syllabus, and for which I was not mentally prepared. I didn't wanted to switch to the new syllabus. Mentally, I had some blockage because I believed that okay, I was preparing for this old syllabus, so I just need to clear the examination in this old syllabus thing only. Although I had to appear 9 subjects, which is not easy at all. Preparing 9 subjects is really challenging. So I think June 2025, I decided that okay, I'm going to give my 1000% at this attempt, as this is the last attempt. And after this, even if I'm not able to clear, I would be mentally satisfied that okay, I have given all that I had. So I did all the do basics very correctly. I did all my writing practice. I did all my PYQs correctly. I did all the timely revisions. I appeared for mock test series. I always used to analyze my answers with the ICSI supplements. I did all the amendments, everything one could have done to clear the examinations. I did everything. I mean, I wanted every box to be ticked. And before the start of the examination, I prepared a checklist that these are the things that I have to do before appearing for the June 2025 examinations. So those are the things that I did. First thing was to just prepare the entire concept and all the learnings and all the stuff. Second step was to appear weekly mock test series and chapter wise mock test series, just to analyze whether I am on the perfect track or not. After that, the analysis of my answers, then analysis of the feedbacks which I was getting. The mock test series which I purchased, they were giving frequent feedbacks of my answers, so analyzing those answers, always working on the start and end of the answers, that I have to start the answer by giving a brief background of the topic, and then I have to conclude the answer properly, proper mentioning of the section number, the relevant rule numbers. Those were the most difficult thing, but yet I decided that okay, I'm going to do those stuffs correctly. And I did everything, and in the June attempt I gave back to back 9 papers. And after that, I think August 2025 result came, and it was a positive result. I was able to clear the examinations, and after 15 minutes of my result, I got to know that I have achieved an All India rank 1, which was again a very surprising moment for me. It was one time experience. I cannot define what was the exact feeling when I saw that yes, I have cleared the examination with an All India rank 1. So imagine a candidate who has appeared for the examinations for 4 back-to-back attempts, and then uh, passing was something which was the bare minimum for me, that I wanted somehow to just clear the examination, somehow to just get out of this loop where I was just preparing and giving the exams. So I think patience was something which kept me throughout this journey. Mentally, I won't say that throughout the journey I was very determined. There were times where I was not um, having a positive mindset, yet I was just trying to push myself. Okay, this day I have to do these things. And the journey is never easy for any aspirant. For even whatever examination you are appearing, I think the journey is never easy. The mindset every day is not the same. Someday you feel very motivated, and someday it's like I just don't want to do, but yet you have to keep pushing yourself. So this is something which I did for 2.5 years. And I think because of that patience, determination, because of that consistency that I used to maintain, because of that stubbornness that I had, that I have to appear for the examination, I will clear the examinations no matter what. uh, Everything that is required, I'm going to do that, and then I'll see what the results is. If you are not doing the basics right, if you are not doing the basic do's and don'ts right, then if you're not able to clear the examination, you have to work hard. You have to analyze your every preparation stage. Small things matters a lot in this professional examinations, which I have realized over a period of time. You have to look into every aspects of the preparation, whether it's concept clarity, writing practice, timely revisions, pyqs, writing mock test series, amendments, everything. And what exactly the institute is expecting, what exactly the checker is expecting. So these are the things which you have to go through. And that's my only advice to everyone who is appearing for any sort of examination which is related to CA, CS, CMA. You cannot afford to lose your consistency. You cannot afford to compromise on your writing skills, on your mental toughness, because mental toughness is something which is going to keep you active throughout the journey. So just one thing from my side, that keep working hard. And other than, apart from just working hard, just try to analyze if things are not going in your way. There has to be some loophole that is existing in your preparation. So it's better that either you can go to someone who is experienced and can give you the proper guidance that is required, or you can do that self analysis. So either or the other, you can just choose. So I decided that I'll approach someone who is experienced, who is into this profession for a very long time. So that helped for me. So similarly, you might have people around you, and if you don't have, there are a lot of things that are available on YouTube. There are a lot of professional teachers that can help you with that. So just stick around there, just hang around there. It takes only one night for the tables to turn, but that one night is going to come after a lot of sleepless nights. So that one beautiful morning will come after a lot of sleepless nights. So just hang around there. All the best for your future. And we as professionals would want that if we can be of any help to you guys, we are very open up to that. And do connect with us if you want any sort of help, guidance, tips and techniques. We are there to provide you. And all the best for your future ventures.